Hey guys, in today's episode, we are going to be working on the midsole. So this is what you have so far. You should have two of these, one for each shoe, okay? And for the midsole, we're going to take our white yarn and our 3.0 mm hook. And you can insert your hook and chain one and work a single crochet into that stitch, or you can start with a standing single crochet, which is what I like to do. And so this is your sole, right? This is the back of your sole. This is the front of your sole. If you look at the back, you will see that little indent in the center. That is your center point, all right? We're going to insert our hook into the one to the left of the center. And we're going to be working in the back loops only. So if you look at the chain on the white, that back loop only in there is where you're going to be working. Okay? You see the chain, that back loop. So the loop furthest away from you, that's where you're going to be inserting your hook. And we're going to work a total of 46 single crochets around, because again, this is size 0 to 3 months. So I'm finding my center. I'm going to the first stitch to the left of my center, and I'm inserting it into my back loop only. Oh. And I'm working a single crochet there. And I'm just going to continue around and work a single crochet in each back loop of the white portion on the chain of my sole. Okay? And you're just going to continue around for a total of 46 single crochets. And we're doing it in the back loops only because if you notice, your single crochet is here and you see that there's like a line, the white is right there. If you were to do it in the whole of the white, then you would only have the gray on the bottom. You wouldn't see the white. So I just feel like this gives it a nice clean edge, if that makes sense. I don't like the way that single crochet came out, so I'm going to redo it. Now that you've reached your last single crochet, you're going to join with a slip stitch into your first single crochet. chain 1 and turn. This next part of the midsole, we're going to work a total of 46 slip stitches all the way around. All right. And my advice is not to do this part too tightly because we have to then work into that same slip stitch the next round. So you're going to want to insert it. You're going to work your slip stitches this way. Okay. Kind of going the opposite way of the way that we just came. So what I do is I insert into the first one, 1, 2, not too tight because you want to be able to get in there and you don't want to make it too difficult for yourself. And you're just going to keep going around for a total of 46. And now if you look, you see my slip stitches are not tight. I can get in there with no issue, but you can't tell on this side that they're not tight. It just goes, against it. I mean, you don't want it super loose. You don't want it hanging off, but you want to be able to have the ability to work into that stitch for the next round without struggling. When you get to your last one, I just go in there, slip stitch, pull up. You don't have to leave a super long tail, but I leave enough so that I can sew and finish it off without an issue. Then you're going to take your threading needle. You're going to pull it out. And this is how I finish this off. I insert it into that same hole from the slip stitch. And then I come back around and insert it again. I insert it right under my slip stitch.